Just when fire crews thought the worst was over, a new inferno overnight 90 minutes northwest of Los Angeles. The Maria fire sparking a wall of flames above the city of Santa Paula, forcing 8,000 to flee their homes.
Well, it just started just a very small corner. Then, like within minutes, it just expanded really quickly.
From a distance, a time-lapse capturing what looked like a blowtorch across the hillside. As wind fueled the flames, critical aerial assaults temporarily grounded due to unauthorized drones. The fire department tweeting, "If you fly, we can't." So far, the fire destroying 9,000 acres.
It's just very, very frightening and humbling to know that your home can be destroyed and everything gone.
And out here, it's not just about protecting people's property, protecting people's homes. It's about protecting agriculture. We're seeing these dramatic water drops, and they are defending what is a lemon orchard. This lemon orchard is a major driver in this economy.
Hundreds of millions of dollars worth of lemons, avocados, and strawberries exported all over the world at risk. Officials warning, even though wind conditions are improving, there is still no end in sight.
Please have a plan and be ready to go at a moment's notice.
And Lester, there is one other very important industry that firefighters are working hard to protect out here. That is the oil and natural gas industry. And as you can imagine, that makes the situation here even more dangerous. Firefighters right now are telling us that that red flag warning has been extended all the way until tomorrow at 6 p.m., making it more difficult for them. And at this point, the fire is still 0% contained.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.